Hi, this is Grandma Lori. Today's story is The Glasses. Hey, Four Eyes, what's on your face? Richie asked Mark. Mark had gotten his new glasses after school the day before. He thought they looked cool. Richie called to his friends. Hey guys, look at Marky Mark here. He's got glasses. Richie's friends rushed over. Why are you being so mean? Asked Penny, Mark's friend, who heard what Richie said and came over. She looked at Mark and said, I think they look great. Thanks, Penny, said Mark, smiling. Penny was his best friend in the whole world. They lived next to each other for their whole lives. Well, at least he'll be able to see marks on the sidewalk, right, Marky Mark? Richie said, laughing. The rest of the boys in the crowd started laughing and pushing Mark until he fell down. As Penny helped Mark up, Richie said, Oops, I guess he missed his mark. Laughter went through the crowd. Seeing the crowd of boys, Mrs. Webb, their third-grade teacher, came over to see what was going on. When she saw Mark on the ground, she said, Okay, everyone, let's break it up. Richie, I'd like to see you during lunch. We need to talk. Yes, ma'am, said Richie as everyone scattered across the playground. He turned to Mark and said, Don't you dare tell anyone what I said to you, or you'll be in deep trouble. The rest of the day was filled with teasing. By the time school was over, Mark was really tired and just wanted to go home and talk to his mom. As he walked through the door, Mom noticed something was very wrong. Oh no, what's the matter, sweetie? Did you have a bad day at school? She asked. Mark burst into tears. Oh, Mommy, the kids were really mean to me. The only one who liked my glasses was Penny. I even got pushed down by Richie. He called me Four Eyes. Oh dear. Come over here and let's sit on the couch for a bit, said Mom. They sat on the couch, and Mom gently rocked Mark until he stopped crying. What do you think you should do? Mom asked once Mark calmed down. I'd like to take some karate classes. That way I can fight back against the bullies, was Mark's response. Do you think there's another way to handle it instead of returning meanness for meanness? Asked Mom. Let's go to the kitchen and get a snack while we talk it over. Later that evening, once Dad got home, the three of them talked about the situation over dinner. Mom had filled Dad in on what happened before he got home, so he had some time to think about it. So Mark, I think you did so well today with those bullies, Dad said. You didn't hit anyone or fight back. That took a lot of courage. Really? I thought I was being a coward because I didn't fight back, said Mark, taking a bite of his hamburger. Let's think about it. First, what's the rule we have about touching another person? Dad asked. Mark thought, never put your hands on someone in anger. No one has the right to touch another person without their permission. That's right, said Mom. It never helps the situation. It can only make it worse. But what do I do? I was so embarrassed in front of those kids. Richie made me really mad. Wouldn't I look weak if I don't do something? Mark asked. What if you did nothing? Who's stronger? The one who gives in to their feelings of anger, or the one who treats the situation with kindness? Asked Dad. What do you mean? Mark asked. Mom said, well, someone who gives in to their feelings like that, the feeling of wanting to make someone else sad, is like a building in a storm. The harder the wind blows in the storm, the more likely the building will crumble because it wasn't put up correctly. Bullies are like that. Maybe someone else is making Richie feel bad about himself. He thinks bullying you will make him look stronger, but inside, he's really not. I hadn't thought about that, Mark said. If you stand up to Richie, you'll be like another building that's well built. It can withstand the strongest storm and not fall, said Dad. And you'll feel better about yourself. That's where the courage comes in. The next few days went by quickly. Every day, Richie tried to bully Mark, but Mark just stood there, looking at him. After a while, Richie got tired. Mark thought of the storm and the building they talked about. Eventually, the storm will blow itself out, but the building will still be standing. A week later, something amazing happened. Richie came to school wearing glasses. He came over to Mark in the playground with an embarrassed look and said, I'm so sorry, Mark. I shouldn't have teased you about your glasses. I understand now why you need them, just like I do. And thank you for not fighting back. I learned a lot from this situation. Can we be friends?" Mark held out his hand and said, "I'm always up for being friends with nice people, Richie." This has been Grandma Lori. I hope you enjoyed this story.